Hello YouTube, my name is Mel from Mel's Paper Makes. I'm a 24-year-old cash stuffer here on YouTube. Today I'm going to be going over my March budget and a little bit of background. I am 24 years old. I am a salaried engineer. That means I get paid twice a month, and I have a really good idea as to how much I get paid every month. And if you are a cash stuffing or budgeting channel as well, please leave me a comment down in the comment section so that I can check out your channel. Hopefully others can check out your channel too, and we can have a little bit of a support circle going around in the community. So, like I said, I am 24 years old, and I liked to use a lot of these budgeting videos, especially in the beginning of my journey, to kind of gauge or learn different ways as to how people budgeted and how much should go into what. So if you are interested in kind of a more in-depth explanation as to what I'm doing, please let me know, and I would be more than happy to go through and give a more detailed explanation as to what I am doing. But right now I'm just highlighting my categories because I think it's a pretty simple budget layout, and it's pretty much devoid of all color until I fill it in. But if you are interested in a template similar to this, I have a link in my description to a Google Drive for this template. It's really, really pared down. I think it has like bills, sinking funds, a category, like a summary category. But it's just a resource to try if you are wanting to start budgeting but don't really know what works out for you. It could just be a great stepping stone to see if it could be something that could be helpful for you. You don't have to pay for it or anything, but it is in my description if you want to check it out. Okay, so now we can actually go ahead and get started. Like I said, I am a salaried engineer. I get paid twice a month. I budget for the whole month, and my paycheck is $4,190. And this is going to be after taxes, after my 401k contribution. And I have my health insurance and benefits with my parents, so I don't have any deductions for that. And for me, March is a 5-week month, and I have something that I save for my daily cash throughout the other months, and I save $115 for that for the 5th week. So if I add everything up, I get $4,305. And that is quite a lot, I think. And you can do a lot with this. But I'll show you exactly how I do it. I like to start off with my digital categories. Those are basically my bills and my debt payments. My rent is $1,680. This includes the actual rent. I have utilities, parking, and renter's insurance. That is all covered in the $1,680. I have electric. That's going to be $40. In the next quarter, I want to increase that to $45, just because my payments have been a little higher than what they were last year. So I want to increase that, because if they're higher in the winter time compared to last year, they're going to be higher in the summertime than last year. So I want to increase that to 45, maybe 50, depending on what my next few months are looking like. Internet for me is $39, but I want to have whole numbers, so that is 40. You know what? I am going to get a sticky note because I wrote something down that might be helpful. Okay, here it is. Kind of don't know where to, I guess right there. But I wrote a little sticky note because throughout the video I'll say I want to put $25 towards something, but this can help me with my little mental math. Basically, I took the amount that I would be stuffing every week, multiplied it by 5, and that's this number on the right side of the dash. And I kind of did that up to 250. So hopefully that can help. Okay, so moving on. Phone is 55. I'm on my parents' phone insurance, like phone plan, and 55 is my contribution. My car note, my minimum monthly payment for that is 301, but I want to put a little more than 301 because I want to pay off as fast as I can because it's a high interest debt, and that is going to be $400. That's around $80 a week. My student loans, my minimum monthly payment for that is $278. I want nice numbers, so $280 is being pulled for student loans. So if I add everything, I get $2,495. Now, I will say I have a few financial goals. Top one being my car note. Right now, it's just under $11,000, and I want to get it to $7,500 by the end of the year. That is my biggest goal right now. The one after that is saving up for these things, getting no credit card debt. And I do that by saving up for these big ticket items. And then $10,000 in my emergency fund, and then $500 in my Roth IRA. Those are my main 4 goals, and I use those to kind of drive my decisions to figuring out how much money goes into what category. So that's the reason why I put extra money towards my car note, because it's my biggest goal. Okay, so now I'm going to take this total, my digital total, and subtract it from my income total to figure out how much money I have left to put into other categories. $1,810. Now this is my daily cash. I have a little pouch that I carry around with me. I have mini cash envelopes that I use throughout the week to get groceries, gas, any eating out or other spending that I want to do. For groceries, it's around $40 a week, so that's $200 right there. I do shop at Aldi, and I like to look at like the weekly ads, see what's on sale, and shop there and do meal prep. I found out that through trial and error, having a meal that's like easily, like I'm able to prepare it really easily. It stops me from eating out a lot less, and I like it. I like it a lot. Gas, I was gonna do $25 a week, but right now I am not like driving a lot. It's winter, so I just want to stay at home right now. So I kind of want to decrease from $25 to just $20 a week. I've been finding that I just haven't been spending all of my gas money, so I'm just going to drop it down. Then eating out, I'm going to put $25 a week, so that's $125. Same thing with spending, that is $125 a week as well. Now I know I can take this money and put it towards my car loan even more, but I do believe in balance, and I feel like I am putting a pretty good chunk on top of my minimum monthly payment towards my car loan. So that kind of justifies me having some money for eating out and spending as well. Now, if I add everything here, I have $550 in daily cash. if I subtract that from the 1810, I have $1,260 left for all my other categories. This was I think my third goal, emergency to $10,000. If I put $100 per month, I should meet that goal by November. So 100 in there, and I'm not looking to rush it. Just any time throughout the year I hit that 10K and I'll be happy. So I'm okay with putting 100 in there. Medical is for any like small medical emergencies, or if I need any medicine. Let's see. Kind of want to put 25 a week, so that is 125 in total. My future pet, I don't have a pet right now. I'd love to have one when I am in a better financial position. So I want to put $5 a week, so that'll be 25 for the month. My Roth IRA, like I said before, is one of my other goals. And my goal was to put $500 by the end of the year. That is around $42. And I want to put a little bit extra and put $50, because I'm kind of just paying for my future self. Not paying for my future self, I am paying my future self. If I add everything, savings is looking to be $300 in total. That leaves $960 for the rest of my categories. My gym is on hold right now. I'm focusing on running. I might pick it up in the future again, but I'll leave that for a future decision. My memberships is around $25. It's like $11 for Spotify, $1 for Apple storage. And then I share Minecraft and HBO Max. My amount comes up to $12. I'll round it up to $25. So I only have $25 in monthly expenses. We have $935 left for my sinking funds and my grouping binder. So I'm gonna now look at my previous, this is like the budget sheet for my cash stuffing sheet. And I pull this up because there are some categories that are fully funded, which is clothes, fully funded at $100. Apartment is fully funded at $150. Same thing with bulk food. I think those are it. Those are it for now. And I don't want to put any more money into it, because I want to build up my other categories as well. And how I chose the limits is I just picked a random number. I'm going to be very, very honest. I just picked a random number. I'm like, $150 towards apartment would be good. Bulk food, like, that's a pretty generous Sam's Club run. $150. So I think $150 is good for now. Usually whenever I go, it's around $100. If I want to splurge, it's $150. But bulk food also counts for any Asian market runs as well, to stock up on any sauces or spices and such. Okay, now I get to go through the actual categories. Usually what I do is I'm like, I think I'll put $10 towards this, $5 towards this. What I've been doing is $5 towards spending, toiletries, and household. So that's just going to be 25. 25, 25. And then this was the name for my, what is it? I had a savings challenge for a Formula One annual membership. I have since completed that, but I do have a new, see, it doesn't match. That's okay, because I have a new savings challenge that I made to save up for any race tickets. It's not going to be for Formula One because those are expensive. Those are really expensive. And there are like races around in my area that's like a little bit nicer of a price point. So I made a little savings tracker for it. I have yet to figure out like the total amount and how much for each icon, but it's just a little savings challenge for those races that I want to take. This is going to be my new savings challenge to take over for the lights out, and I want to put $5. Oh, hello. $5 every week. What in the world is going on? 25. Okay. Now, gifts I want to put $10 every week towards, because I have my brother's birthday, my other brother's graduation, his birthday, a lot of things coming up within the next few months. I don't want to get caught off guard. So $50 going into there. And then I also want to do $50 towards dates. Family, however, I'm going to do 25. There's a good amount in there. And then Christmas, I think I'm going to put 15 a week. 15 a week. So that is $75. And then hobbies, I want to put some money into it because I'm going to be needing a journal soon. 25 into there. Okay. Let's see. Let's add everything up. 50 plus 50 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25 times 5. We have in total $325. Oops. Okay. 935 minus 325, 610. 610 left over in my grouping category. Okay, now when it comes to this, for my car, I like to do like $100 towards car maintenance every single month. And then I want to do $110 towards my next 6-month insurance policy. So in total, that is $210. My friend's wedding, it's going to be happening in the end of the summer. I think the total goal, like the total amount for it is around, is it like $14,000? I think I'm halfway there. So I'm just going to chuck $100 towards it. For travel, I think I want to put a little bit more in there because that's $1,600. So I'm going to put 125. Again, I chose these numbers because it's nicely divisible by 5. I don't want to deal with ones. And then moving, this is a big expense. So I'm going to put 175 towards it. So that is $35 a week. Yeesh. 210 plus 100 plus 125 plus 175. And that is 610. Now, if I'm like working with the leftover amounts instead, I probably would have started with car first. So that's 210. It's like, oh, I have $400. I put $100 towards my friend's wedding. And then when it came to these two, moving happens before the travel. So I would put more money towards moving because it happens first. So that's how I came up with those numbers. But leftover, nothing, because we spent it all. Okay, now I'm filling in my summary table because I want to be able to quickly glance at this budget sheet and be like, okay, this is how much is going into my income. Wait, that didn't make sense. This is how much is going into digital. That's $2,500. $495. Daily cash is $550. Monthly expenses I know is $25. Savings $300. Sinking funds $325. So, in summary, this is where my money is going for March. But I want to figure out percentage-wise how much is going into these things. I'll do that by taking the amount going into that category and dividing it by my income. I have 58% going towards my bills and my debt. 550. We have 12.8 going into daily cash. 7% into pure savings. 0.6 into monthly expenses. And then 7.5 into sinking funds, which is basically just a different form of savings. And then finally, 14.2% going to grouping, and that is just another form of savings. So usually what I want to do, I want to follow a 50% on needs, 30% on wants, and then 20% on savings. Mine's a little bit skewed because some of my wants is going into my needs because I'm putting more money into my car loan. So my needs would be my digital and my daily cash. So if I add those percentages, you can see I have 70% going into my needs and wants. And then basically I have 0.6% going into wants, and then 7% plus my sinking funds, 7.5, and then my 14.2. Those are savings, which is more than the 20%, so that's good. So that's not bad. I'm gonna add up these percentages to kind of have a gut check. But I'm expecting it to not be 100% because I did round in a lot of these things. And I was correct because we have 101%. Okay, so if I were to look at my budget, I can see that, I got distracted. But just at a quick glance at this summary table, I can see that around 70% is going into my needs and wants. And then like almost 30% is going into my savings, which is really, really good. So this is what the summary of a 24-year-old looks like. 24-year-old who's focusing on debt and other financial goals. So this is what that's looking like. But I have something really exciting, which is a $100 placeholder because so I have a high yield savings account, which if you do not have one, please consider getting one, because in the past 2 months I got $100 in interest and I want to keep it in my high yield. So I'm just going to stick it into one of my categories. And since moving is the thing that happens, like order of operations wise, moving would happen first. I'm putting that $100 towards my safety deposit. So in total, my moving my moving envelope has 500, 720. 720 is in my safety deposit envelope, which is really good because my moving envelope is around like $1,400, and I'll need that by June. So that's the reason why my high yield savings interest is going towards that. If you have watched all the way up to this point, thank you so much. I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate your patience of watching me struggle through this video. I hope you all have a really great day. I hope March works out in your favor, and thank you so much. Bye.